Get started.
Okay, so I hope everyone can see the screen here. So this is all about getting started with your Dizzle app. And presenting will be me, Kevin Hopp, and Will Caldwell. So we'll just walk through the main features of your Dizzle app to start out. So one of the coolest parts of Dizzle is we create customized mobile apps. So this is where we can create your own app icon. We can name it whatever you like. And so what that ends up looking like, so here's an example, is my home screen, which could be your client's home screen. And check it out, that's my face on an app icon. That could be your face as your business. It could be your logo. A lot of our real estate agents use the logo, and then you can put underneath it, Kevin Hogg Real Estate, whatever it might be. But in today's day and age, when people are spending on average 4 hours a day on their smartphone, to have your brand and your logo represented on someone's smartphone in a beautifully branded fashion is just priceless in terms of marketing. So what we see, the first thing you see when you open your Dizzle app is the list. My list is not very long, obviously, because I'm not a real estate agent and I'm pretty new to the San Diego area, but you can have as many vendors as you want in your list. And this is why people come back to your app. And this is why people will keep you top of mind. So we know from Apple statistics that if people make 1 to 3 calls from inside your app within the first 3 to 5 days of having your app, they're going to keep your app on their phone for the life of their phone because they see value in it. Once they just make a few calls, when they go to clear out apps or whatever might be happening, they're not going to delete it because they know that it provided value to them.
About that. So these are some of our Dizzle best practices. So when you're importing your vendors, it's really important that you personalize each vendor, put the personal touch. This is the information that people can't get anywhere else on the internet. And this is what creates a lot of value to your customers and increases the value of your app. It increases the likelihood that they're going to share this app with their friends. And that's what you want. You want your name to spread organically amongst your clients. So the more apps you have on your clients' phones and their friends increases the likelihood of you getting more word of mouth leads back to you. Here are some examples of what some agents have done to spread the word or personalize the vendors. Paul's done work for me for years. This establishes the fact that you have a working relationship with this vendor, and it gives the consumer that trust factor. Okay, Kevin's worked with this vendor for a long time. They wouldn't be working together still if he or she didn't do a good job. This is my family dentist. This shows the end user that not only do I trust this vendor with myself, but with my family, I also trust it with my clients. And tell James I sent you. You can work relationships with your vendors and say like, hey, if I refer you business, just give my clients 10% off. I actively promote this app to my clients who are often, need your services frequently.
Awesome.
So we're about to roll out our push notifications feature. Sorry for the delay, but essentially what we've been able to do is within that updates tab, you want to instruct your clients and users of your app to type in their zip code. What we've been able to do is automatically update your clients of homes that sell in their area. And basically what we do is we have a data feed with Realtor.com. That data gets pushed to your app based on the zip code. And the user has the ability to turn this on and off. So it's in their control whether they want to receive this or not. But what we have found is that it keeps your clients up to date with the latest market comps, if homes are selling above or below asking price. It's in order for you to start a conversation. And why Realtor.com is because Realtor.com doesn't advertise other agents on their listing sites, and it's easier. It's a clean format that's mobile optimized that we can easily deliver to you, and it's all automated, which is the best part.
So this also goes back to the idea where if you can get a client to download your app, right after you finish a deal, and they make those 1 to 3 calls to vendors, let's say they use it, 2 weekends in a row, whatever it might be. So once they see value in your app, they keep your app on their phone. So 2 months later, when they might have, forgotten about the whole real estate process, life goes on, you hit them with a push notification, and wow, you go straight to being top of mind again. And people are inherently nosy; they're going to want to know this information.
This push feature is also the same mechanism we're going to be using to roll out the ability for you to send your closing statements to your clients. Basically, we can take any web link and attach it to a push notification, and the clients, for instance, any Dropbox cloud service link that you have can be automatically pushed to them, which is of immense value. It gives the client another reason to download their app. And why we like that is because every client that buys a home and gets a closing statement has to submit it to the IRS. So they're going to need to get it from you one way or the other.
Cool. So here's the homepage of your Dizzle app. So it's basically your digital business card, your digital connection to your clients. The main value prop here is that it's one touch operated and it's completely customizable. It is actually much easier for your clients to open up your app and press call than it is for your clients to open up your app and start typing into your name into their address book. People can connect with you easier than if they were using any other sort of service, Yelp or the Zillow app, whatever it might be. This is one touch call and this is branded personally to you. So we can hook up any web link you want to that web icon. So a little note, if you do have an MLS IDX search as part of your website or as part of your brokerage, we could hook that directly up to that web link. And you could tell your clients, hey, go to the web link on my app if you're looking for homes in the area. So here's the Dizzle admin app. This app is live for iOS and it is coming for Android. Android apps will be rolling out next week to everybody, but the admin app, we've seen some engineering troubles. We're working through it, so it'll be at least 1 or 2 more weeks. So for all the iOS users, I hope that this is a very familiar screen to you. We send you your username and password when your app gets approved in the iOS App Store. It's pretty simple to use. We're just going to input the username and password right there. And this is the screen that we get. So it shows you the information behind the web links, behind the phone number, behind the email address. So you can change that. You can change it from your office phone to your cell phone. You can change your slogan. You can change your title. My title is Business Development. It's also Chief Happiness Officer. It's also Chief Support Officer. It's also Chief Salesman. I can change that every day of the week when Will has me doing other things. So it's really easy. You just press that edit button in the upper right hand corner and you just edit the fields.
You also have the ability to upload and enter your real estate license ID. I know some states require that you have your license number on all advertising. There's a field under the personal category where you can add that your license number or your state license number.
So quick Dizzle tip, the holidays are right around the corner, and adding a personalized background photo, one that might include a turkey or a cornucopia or a snowman, will make all your clients smile when they open your app. I can guarantee that. So here's the real use behind the admin app is adding the vendors. So we've tried to make it extremely easy for you to add vendors because we know that this is why people will use your app. So we have 3 ways. There's 2 ways from inside the app. You can copy from contacts, which there's an example right there on the right, where you just click on one of those contacts and it'll populate the fields for you. Or you can add from scratch, where you can type in all the vendors' information. That is kind of the slowest way to do it. But if you have new vendors, people you've just met, or you get a flyer, whatever it might be, you can always add from scratch. But the easiest way to do it would be a bulk import. Everyone gets that email, gets that bulk import file when I send you the your app has gone live email. If you don't have it, be sure to email me and we can import hundreds of vendors at once. For all you Android only users, this is the only way for you to add vendors at this time is to use that spreadsheet. So if you don't have it, you lost it, whatever it might be, we can still populate your app and get it completely customized to you. Just shoot me an email. Okay, so here's what I think is the most valuable page in your Dizzle admin app and the page you should be using the most often. So I know we had talked about for this webinar, we're going to help you get started. This is how you're going to get started. This is how you're going to share your app and get downloads, which is what it's all about, is getting people using your app and getting your app into more people's hands. So from this spread the word page, we can share your links in 3 ways. So you can send it in a text message, email, or post it to your Twitter. So here's an example of what it looks like when you go to text somebody your link. It's a great idea to have your admin app open in the background of your phone while you're in meetings with clients. And as soon as you walk out of the meeting, you just, while it's top of mind with you and you just met with these people, walk out, open your admin app, text them, your app right there. Or, what the coolest value prop in my opinion, and what I've been using, with my app is I just tell people to download me. Just as easy as that. Just shake their hand and say, download me. And most of the time, people are just very, inquisitive and curious and say, what do you mean? I said, go to the App Store and download me, Kevin Hop, whatever it might be. Your business's name, your name, whatever you named your app. And then you also have keywords that people could find you by. So that's a pretty money value proposition. Cool. So here are some ways to market your Dizzle app. And we're going to call this the spread the word slide. And that's our company motto, because we know that your app's only as good as however many people download your app and use it. So here are 3 simple ways to just get your app in circulation. So on the bottom right hand corner is an example of my business card that I just got in last week. Looks pretty awesome. So on the bottom, if you notice, it says download me, Kevin Hop in pink, and it has those app icons. Those app icons are very important because they're recognizable. They're in pop culture. They're all over the place. People see it when they go look at advertisements of all sorts of things, right? So as a real estate agent, you are your own brand. And so having your brand associated with a mobile app is extremely valuable. On the left is an example of my email signature. I have a link in there, download me in the App Store. You can just click on my email signature and it takes you directly to my app. We can make these links for you, and I advise anyone that's interested in having one of these links to email me after the presentation.
And we'll also, the Android links will be available next week as well. And one of the most successful way we found agents getting distribution of their apps is a lot of community Facebook groups. So these private neighborhood groups, if you guys are on Nextdoor, you want to post the link to your app on these community Facebook groups. We've seen agents get over 100 downloads in one weekend by doing this. It's the most effective way we've seen so far. Facebook is definitely the way to go to get downloads quickly and efficiently.
Totally.
So this is another feature we're testing out, and we're glad to roll it out to you today. We know, I grew up in the real estate business. My mom's a top realtor in South Florida, and one of the things she says that's always worked for her, being in the business for 18 years, is that mailers has been the best thing she's done in her business. And we understand a lot of you may do this as well, and that's why we want to roll it out to Dizzle users. We'll make it easy for you to send mailers from your app. And one of the things we want to roll out is the ability for you to alert a neighborhood of your new app via a postcard. I go to Silicon Valley a lot. A lot of tech companies are starting to use direct mail as a way to get adoption, and it's proven to be very effective. It's a beautiful stylized template that will roll out to any of you that want it. We also wanted to roll out a new affiliate program. Basically, we know you as agents love using Dizzle. We want to make it more attractive to you to help spread the word. We know we're all about word of mouth here at Dizzle, and that's what our app's all about. So if you have any realtor friends that might be interested, and you tell them to go check out Dizzle, you can sign up to be a Dizzle affiliate. And anyone that you refer to Dizzle, you'll get a month free of Dizzle, or $30 cash. And there's no limit to how many people you refer. This is just something, to help. We want to spread the word as much as we can, and we want to reward you for your hard work.
Totally. All right. Well, we just wanted to say thank you for attending, and we're really excited that you guys are our customers, and we're here anytime you need us. go ahead and contact me if you want the link to the affiliate program, or if you want a link to the little download me link for your emails. Just to go over, Android is rolling out next week, and we will be working tirelessly to make sure that we can get everybody an Android app by the end of next week. And
The great thing about the Android app as well is there's no app approval process. So it only takes about an hour when we submit each app to get approved. So it's a very quick and seamless rollout period. So we're excited. There's going to be no hiccups with the approval process. Like there's no guarantee. It's much easier than dealing with Apple.
some of you would know, every time that we need to make a change to an Apple app, it's anywhere from 7 to 10 days that we're looking at to make a change. With Android, we're able to make changes much faster, so that'll be an awesome addition. We have the Android backend app coming down the road, so everyone that's an Android only user, make sure that you have my email accessible, and just email me anytime you need anything, and we'll be sure to build your app specifically the way you want it, to look like you want it, to make sure your vendors are in there. At this time, we'd love to answer any questions you guys have. Go ahead and type it in the chat. Type any questions. Can they type? Oh, nice.
So here we have a question from Brennan Perry. Yes, I mean, the Dizzle app definitely works for other people outside of real estate. What we have found is that we're a small startup. We're going after we're trying to service the real estate industry because it's an industry I'm passionate about, and I know it really well growing up in it.
And that's part of one of the coolest parts of our platform is we make white labeled apps, so we can make them however we like. I mean, for instance, I have my own app and I'm not a real estate agent. You can download the Kevin Hop app in the App Store. We can certainly make an app for anyone.
John Klein asked if he has the icon for Android link. That will be coming next week when you get all your Android apps. We actually submitted our first Android app this week, and if you want to check it out, it's Marie King's app in the Android Google Play Store. We just it's just a little bit more process than we originally thought to get all 100 plus apps out there right away. So another question from Sherry. When I add a new vendor to my app, does a notification go out to the vendor or the client? So every time you add a vendor, that vendor gets automatically notified that they've been added. Basically, we send them a text, email, and say, hey, congratulations, you've been added to my app. Please download my app to verify your information. This does a great job of alerting your vendors that they've been added, and it's a huge value add. And we've actually heard vendors calling back the agent and taking them out to golf or lunch. So it just gets people talking, and that's the behavior we want.
Good question.
So, Sherry Al asks, are you working on a backend admin app where we can see who has downloaded? Yes, we are. This will be rolling out very shortly. It's in development. Basically, the way it's going to work is your clients are going to be able to log into your app via Facebook and create an account. And then that way you'll be able to track how often they log into your app. You can see basically measure the usage, and you'll be see who's actually downloading your app. That is coming, and we're really excited to roll it out. And you'll be also to see a total downloads figure on your app.
Let's just start working down. So.
Yes, that was a stock postcard. John Klein asked about the postcards. Yes, it's basically a template that we have found where we can integrate with a soft. We've been able to integrate our software where we can send first-class mail from the phone. So you can basically do a mailer to an area, or you can upload your address book to us, and we'll send the mailer out there. Yes, we're going to be coming. Jay Brown asked about ratings for vendors. We're going to be coming out with a very simple rating system. We're basically like similar to like what Uber has done, where you can give the vendor basically a 5-star rating, or 4, 3, 2, 1 stars. That will be coming as well. So Steve Blunier asks, are the download my app icons on the email signature live links that take them to the App Store or Google Play Store? Yes, those links take you to the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. And if they open that, what's awesome about those links, if they open those emails on a mobile phone, it'll take them to the respective stores. Over 50% of emails now are opened on a mobile phone. So it's very important that you have those in your email signatures to get more downloads.
It's a no-brainer. If I saw that my real estate agent had an app and I could click on it, took me right there. It's a free app. It downloads really fast because our apps don't take up a lot of data. It's a great way to distribute.
Marie King asks, I entered a vendor twice by accident. Is there a way to delete a vendor? Yes. Within the admin app, if you swipe to the left, you can easily delete the vendor. Melanie McCarthy asks, can you or are you working on a referral feature where if a client is chatting with one of their friends, they can push my contact info out right there on the spot, or send me a note saying, I was just talking with my friend who's looking to sell. Here's her contact information. Can you please contact them as soon as possible? We are working on a referral mechanism. It's a little bit more complicated than we originally thought, but we have some really talented engineers where we'll be able to, when this is all said and done, you'll be able to track every movement within your app. In the tech world, it's called an event. And right now, we currently can track every event that takes place in your app, basically every click. We're just devising a way to, display that in a beautiful way that you can easily understand.
Facebook login to track.
Is the Facebook backend the only way? There are many who don't want to go through Facebook. Yes, we will be offering both. So it's going to be we give the user the option. What we have found is that because Facebook is easy, a lot of people will go that route, but we'll have the option of both.
And the reason we use Facebook is because Facebook, the connection that we have is not going to post on behalf of anyone. The connection is not going to, access their profile any more than just their basic information. There are a lot of apps out there that you can do this with, where you just click the Facebook button. It just verifies who you are. So we're not connecting into their Facebook. We're not going to be an app on your client's Facebook pages, because that would be kind of annoying. We're just collecting their information.
So Steve asks, what if you ends up not liking the app? The policy is you get to try it free for 30 days. It's $30 a month after that, or $330 for the year. If you sign up for the year, you're locked in for the year. But if you go for the $30 month to month, it's just you're on a month to month contract.
But we want to add that, if we find that if you're finding that you don't like it, but you're struggling with downloads, we'd rather help you get downloads and because we know that the clients are going to give you feedback that'll be positive if they can get a hold of it. So it's all about marketing your app correctly, and we're setting up systems here where we're going to have a more robust customer success system, more or less, where I'm going to start reaching out to our clients, on a weekly, monthly basis to make sure that we're getting you guys downloads and you're using your Dizzle apps. We find that the very small percentage of people that have canceled our subscriptions are people that haven't actively used the apps. So if you use the app and if you distribute it, people are going to love it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the most common feedback is here. Once a client gets a hold of this app, they love it because it's so simple. They can easily understand it. With mobile apps, that's the name of the game. You want to make something that's easy and they can get it right away. If there's any more questions, just we'll be here for the next couple minutes to answer.
I don't know. What does that do?
Slow down.
I don't know.
Steve asks, is when you sign up, I'm guessing there's ample info on how to distribute your app. Yes, Steve, we'll work with you personally to make sure we help you distribute your app. We're here to help you, and we want you to be more successful with this app. We provide you with a lot of marketing material, email scripts that you can just copy, paste, and send to your clients when you got a new app. So I'm sure if you have a big email list, all you have to do is enter your name. These scripts have been proven to be pretty effective. And also, I want to let you guys know we are bringing on in 2 weeks Brian Eisenhower. He's a real estate coach with Keller Williams, and he was actually recommended to us by one of our own Dizzlers in our group. And he's going to talk to us about how to create referral networks out of your business relationships on November 18th. We'll send you guys the webinar link to that one as well. And Brian was also a top agent for 20 years, and he knows his stuff really well.
Awesome.
John Klein says, I think the homepage should be our page with a button and explanation to go to the search the vendors. We will look into this and we want you to be in control of your app. And if we'll see what we can do to make sure we can give you the option of what you want users to see when they first access your app.
Email me. Yeah. So Sherry Al asks, how can we get those email scripts? If you just reach out to Will or I, we will gladly forward those to you.
We'll also post those in the Dizzlers group, and you can copy paste those.
Totally. So that's another reminder. Anyone who's not on the Dizzlers group, we do have a Facebook page.
On the postage, the cost will be competitive. It's market rate. So I'll send you guys our pricing information on what that's going to be, and it scales as based on volume. So I'll post that as well in the Dizzlers group.